was December 31st, New Year's Eve. My friend Alex hired me to look after his dog, Bailey, for the weekend while he was out of town for New Year's. I'm 35 and he's 27, so I don't have the same urge to go out and party for New Year's Eve like he does. I was more than happy to make some money and take it easy for the night. New Year's Eve was on a Saturday, and he left for the city early in the day. When I arrived, he mentioned he'd be back Sunday night. He left very basic instructions. Just feed Bailey, walk her twice a day, and keep her off the furniture. Bailey is a small husky mix, not sure what else, but she's about a third the size of a regular husky and very quiet and well behaved. That's why Alex was okay with me watching her instead of hiring a dog sitter. I brought a backpack with my laptop, charger, toiletries, and a change of clothes for Sunday. Alex and I don't have a long history together. We met through mutual friends and started hanging out on weekends occasionally. I would be sleeping in the spare bedroom on the futon. Throughout the day, I used my laptop and played some of Alex's video games. Later in the evening, I invited my girlfriend over with Alex's permission. He jokingly replied, "You better not in my bed," meaning she could come over. She said she'd be out of work after 12 and would come straight over to Alex's house, which is about half an hour away, so she wouldn't arrive until late. I had to pass the time alone with Bailey, watching movies until then. We were in the living room, and Bailey was at my feet when the doorbell rang around 9 p.m. I answered the door to find a woman who looked about 30, wearing a hoodie and holding a jacket. She introduced herself as Alex's girlfriend and said she needed to grab something she left behind. I offered to get it for her, but she said she knew where it was in his room. I let her in, and she went straight upstairs to Alex's room, slightly closing the door without latching it. I immediately texted Alex, saying I didn't know he had a girlfriend. She was in there for quite some time before coming back down with her jacket. As she headed for the door, I tried to make small talk, asking how long they had been dating. She replied, "Too long," and laughed as if joking. I laughed too, and she said, "Have a good night." The interaction left me surprised, thinking that they might have recently broken up. This was clearly ruining his night, and I felt awful for letting some random girl into his house. He sent screenshots of various girls' Instagram accounts, none resembling the girl who came in. After I said no to all of them, he went silent for an hour before texting, "I think I know who it was. Make sure she doesn't come back." I didn't ask further questions, just responded, "Okay, my bad," and left it at that. It seemed Alex was dealing with some serious girl drama, or so I thought. I watched the ball drop alone, not really caring about New Year's or the ball drop. Later, Trisha finally arrived, and we hung out in the living room. I told her what happened, and she was shocked. Then, a freaky coincidence occurred. Bailey lifted her head, looking at the front door, and there was a knocking.